I got something for you.
Okay, cool.
Let's try it. All right, see this blue one?
All right.
That's a Facebook one.
Okay.
There's another blue one that's LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. All right.
I give it to, the opposite, so you see the difference.
All right.
All right. This one is Instagram.
All right.
And then, what else? TikTok. It's a Kit Kat, so TikTok.
TikTok. Okay, that's fair.
And then, what else you got there? YouTube. Can't forget about YouTube. I'll give you YouTube like this.
Okay.
So YouTube will be close to you because you like it. All right. You want something else? I know. No, let's not even go to others. That's enough.
That's enough.
All right. Which one should I use for my business? Should I go to all of them? Or should I just choose the best one for me? Now, most people going to all of them because they think that that's great presence everywhere.
Right.
They're missing the point because they really don't need to be on one, or their content is not good quality enough or talking to audience of specific network. Which one would you choose, or how would you choose which social media platform to use for your business?
All right, so that's a very loaded question. It's a very, very loaded question.
I mean,
it's a tough question. So I really think, for one, like, you have to understand what is the capacity of your business. So I think that's the one. So I think if you can hire, 5 or 6 people, to run your social media accounts and stuff like that, then yes, I think you have the capacity, right, to be on all social media platforms. But if you're a small business, maybe less than 5 to 10 employees, you're really trying to have one person do social media management, then being on all platforms really may not make the most sense for you. So what I recommend most people, especially that are personal brands or, very, very small businesses that don't really have the capacity to really effectively be on all social media platforms, I normally recommend one long form platform, which is like YouTube, podcasting, blogging, which are very, very long form, and the content stays longer. So they have a longer residual effect with their content. And then a short form content piece, which is Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Those content pieces are very, very fast. They don't last as long. They normally last like 48 hours is when the life cycle of those content pieces are. But it allows you to have more of a nurturing, they're more nurturing platforms. So those are the...
So you're saying like choose one and one?
Yeah, so one long form, one short form.
But they're all so good.
Yes, but I just think you have to do that because, like, let's just take... for me personally, my long form content platform is YouTube, and then my short term platform is Instagram. Those are the two platforms that I spend the most time on because I think they go very, very well together. YouTube, the shelf life of content on YouTube could last you 6 months to a year or even 2 years, right? To where you can still be generating income and followers and all that stuff from one YouTube video years and years out. Instagram, on the other hand, is very much day to day. You'll be lucky if a content piece lasts 48 hours. But I think the community on Instagram allows you to connect with your audience in a way that you can't do on YouTube. And so that's just my personal content strategy. But a lot of people use YouTube and TikTok, or they use blogging and Instagram, or they do podcasting.
How do I know if I got none of them now? How do I know which one to go with right now? Okay, I choose long or I choose short. Should I choose TikTok or should I choose Instagram? You understand? How should I know which one is good for me?
Well, two, you have to understand what are your strengths, right? So as a company or business or a personal brand, if you know you're not good on video, then YouTube or TikTok,
go to Twitter.
Yeah, like YouTube and TikTok are not going to help you because you may not want to create video content, right? That may not be your strength. So as good as YouTube is, or as good as TikTok is right now for organic growth and search and whatever, but if you don't enjoy creating video content, if you're not good at talking on camera or creating video content, then clearly that's not the space for you. Like, maybe you're a better writer, so maybe blogging is better for you, right? And Twitter, right? So you can do blogging and Twitter because you're a better writer, right? So I think your strengths as a content creator, I think, really choose. And then second, where's your target audience?
That's the one that actually talks to me first. Right. Because I know you're in the content, and I agree completely with the content. Right. But for me, it's okay because in our case, we can create content, right? Pretty much the way we want, right? But let's say not everybody can do that. Right. So what you have to do is to think who who is the target audience, or who do I want to reach right now. And you mentioned Twitter, for example. And I go to the easiest example. If I'm a politician and I have campaigns, or all year long I have stuff, let's say not even election time.
Right.
But the Twitter would be more about news and events.
It's quick.
And like quick, just updates. So they don't necessarily need to create YouTube videos. Definitely not TikTok dancing and all kind of stuff like that, right? They need to be like professional. So they know that Twitter is there. Why? Because their audience that is interested about politics and about their updates is going to search their content over there. They're not going to go necessarily to YouTube and put the politician name. Unless we're talking about big names, right? But if we're talking about local, they're not going to go to YouTube and search your local representative name. You're probably not going to have a lot of videos over there. So the audience is not there. Also, you got to think, obviously, the age. So you don't want to go. Instagram, it's always like younger than, let's say, Facebook, right? So if your, voters in this case, or any target audience is in a certain age level, first of all, find out which network is working best for that. And if you go, like, let's say, LinkedIn, so you're looking for the B2B, or any like business related, that you want to go there more than you want to go to Instagram. It doesn't mean that you don't go, or you can go over there to find also. But each network has their own, I wouldn't say niche, but
I agree.
their own,
have their own community.
Right, so you got to know the target audience over there. And if you don't know at all, let's say you start from scratch, I'm always going back to the data. Go back to the insights, upload here something, see how it works. Upload the right hashtag or the right tagging, see how it works, see who's reacting to it, see what are the insights, and then you understand if this content is working for you over there or not.
Yeah, I agree. I think I go back to I lean heavy to the more of the content creation side, because I really do think from a content creator's perspective, right, if you don't really understand the nuances of the content that goes on there as well, like, you're wasting your time too. So, the way that you communicate on LinkedIn is completely different than the content pieces that you create on YouTube, and it's completely different than the content pieces that you create for TikTok and Twitter. So, like, you have to understand, personally as a brand, and as whoever's doing your content creation for you, or if you're a personal brand rather, where your business aligns as well as a content creator, as a content creation. Because, like, I made my community for the most part could be on YouTube, right? But at the end of the day, like, if I don't know how to make good YouTube content, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, if you can't create content, if you're not good on video, you're still not gonna reach your target audience at the end of the day. So I think, I kind of default to, where your strengths as a content creator, because now I think we're at a point to where, your target audience 9 times out of 10 is going to be on every platform, but it's just they may not be at the the amount. But
also they're not going to be on the same mindset when they go to different platforms. So when people go on, let's say, LinkedIn, they go in a mindset of business, networking, connection, something. I don't go to LinkedIn because I'm looking for an entertaining video. Yes, it's good. I'm not saying, I'm not talking about the content right now, but as a mindset of the audience on LinkedIn, they go there for a specific reason, which is different, even if it happens 2 seconds after, is different than the same purpose of going to TikTok or going to Instagram. So you go to Instagram to look at the stories, you want to see behind the scenes stuff, you want to see, authentic maybe, you want to see like cooler, nicer, lighter, I guess. It's different. You go to Facebook, you want to see what your friend did, you want to see what your family something did, So different mindset completely. So also depends, when I create content, that content is what? Is a salesy one? Is something that promoting an event? Or is that something that I'm just saying, hey, I had anniversary and I want to show it? So if I have anniversary, I'll probably go to Facebook to put it. But if I have a business related something, results or anything like this, if I go to LinkedIn, I'm probably going to get better engagement from it. So the only way really to find out which one, if you don't know any of them and you're completely new on Earth, then it's just to go to the test and go to the insight and see how it works. But you have to understand or do a little bit of research just to understand which network is identified with which mindset, and then think, okay, here's where I want to be, or here's where I want my business to be, or my content to be, and then try to match between them.
No, I agree, and I do think there's a point of where yes, a different social media platform is more advantageous for what you're trying to do, right? And so for me, I'm a big celebrator, right, of YouTube because of exactly what you're saying. People go on YouTube searching for specific content, right? I think most of the time on YouTube, and you guys watching this video, you probably search the title and boom, now we're solving your problem for you. It makes very much
how-to videos.
Yeah, how-to videos, stuff like that. Like how to tie a tie has like 80 million views, right? And so I think people on YouTube come with.
You'll be surprised how many people don't know how to tie a tie.
It's crazy, right? And so I think people go into YouTube with that type of mindset, right? Either I'm being entertained or I want to be educated. But that doesn't mean, right? Because we see a million business coaches on Instagram now. Right? Even though I think their content would be better served on YouTube, there's still plenty of people that are selling and have made great livings on Instagram, even though Instagram's platform is not necessarily set up for that type of content piece, right? Instagram before was really just, hey, I'm going to show my lunch today, or I want to show my photography, or I want to show this outfit, or, me traveling with my friends, and people still upload that content. But there's more and more entrepreneurs, business owners, and even us, like social media managers, marketing, business, create this type of content on here to still educate people. So I still think, even though the platform was never intended for certain things, I still think you can still use it and leverage it very, very well, even though another platform I think is personally far more superior, like YouTube to Instagram, when it comes to certain content pieces. But that doesn't necessarily mean you can't still reach a level of success, even if it's not, on a better platform, because again, maybe you're not good with video. So a lot of people rather just post their quote and sell their business that way on Instagram rather than creating video content on YouTube. So I think your target audience can be in more than one place. But again, I think it definitely depends on, your content strategy.
I made a mistake. You know what mistake?
What is that?
I gave you the Reese's as the YouTube one, and I kind of want to make it a Facebook one. And I'm going to give you this M&M. One to be the YouTube one.
That's what it is.
Probably move the M&M also here just in case. So,
got you.
I choose Facebook.
You're with Facebook. No, but that's the same thing, right? So it's just like, okay, I do think older people, are on Facebook, but then maybe your engagement of creating video on Facebook is not as good as YouTube, right? So like, the target audience of YouTubers is younger, right? The audience is typically younger on YouTube, but I create video content. So video content performs way better on YouTube than it does on Facebook.
A good example of it is that if you have a blog or articles on your website and you want to spread them, you can take the link and put it on, let's say, Facebook, but you can't put it on Instagram or even YouTube, right? So you're going to have to create a video for that specific article and then put it on YouTube, and you won't be able to share it, right? So you create specific content for specific network, right? So yes, if you can spread it to more places like Facebook and LinkedIn and it's related to business, okay, your reaction or engagement on LinkedIn will probably be different than Facebook. So you got to know what's the content. And same thing with the videos. Like you create higher quality videos, it will be good for YouTube. A lower quality or like an authentic one that you make with your phone right now, like that's a story thing. That probably not going to be the same volume as a good production video on YouTube. So you got to know what you create and then match it to the network, match it to the audience that is there, the audience that you want to reach.
I agree.
And everything together will get you the results that you want. How to know? Once again, go to the data, to the insights, follow this, collect the information, make sure that you analyze it correctly, but and it's a lot of testing.
Right.
But if you match these things, you'll know which network is actually fit for you.
Yeah, I agree. I think you definitely have to test. You definitely have to look at yourself and really understand, what platform resonates with you, what resonates with your target audience. And I think that's the best way to decide, because I do think they both have to go hand in hand. I do think at the end of the day, you have to know your strengths as a content creator, or the business has to know their strengths as, what type of content can they put out the highest quality content in. And then they have to then decide, okay, what platform is my target audience on? Where can I get the most, bang for my buck for uploading this content? And, hopefully, right, you're in a place at that point that, it's a good marriage. Because the worst thing is, you find out that, your target audience is on TikTok, but you hate creating videos, then you're not going to have an enjoyable experience creating TikTok videos, because you don't even want to create the videos in the first place.
And they're not going to have a good experience
Correct.
also from what you create, because if you don't do it with the right attitude, then...
Correct. So hopefully you're in a space to where you find out, okay, I like creating video content. My target audience is on YouTube. Great. Right. And so that's really the best situation. Or maybe, you like writing, and my target audience, like searches.
To read.
Yeah, they like to read, right? And they like searching on Google. So then, you can just create a website, create a blog, and you're good to go. You know what I mean? So I think that's the best situation. Now, it doesn't always work out that way, but I think that's the, a happy marriage if you can.
Doesn't work out this way. You got to adjust, optimize, find the right way for you, and then go with it.
Yep, I agree.